Hello, let's learn section formula. If A is x1, y1, B is x2, y2 and Pxy is a point on AB such that AP is to PB equals M is to N, then Pxy is mx2 plus nx1 upon M plus N, my2 plus ny1 upon M plus N. Means we are interested to prove that x equals mx2 plus nx1 upon M plus N, y equals my2 plus ny1 upon M plus N. Okay, for that let's consider Cartesian coordinate system in which vertical y-axis intersect horizontal x-axis at point O and A, B, P are 3 points such that A is x1, y1, B is x2, y2 and P is xy. Pxy is such that AP is to PB equals M is to N. Okay. We are interested to prove that Pxy is mx2 plus nx1 upon M plus N, my2 plus ny1 upon M plus N. For that we need some construction. Okay. Draw AC perpendicular to x-axis, BD perpendicular to x-axis, PQ perpendicular to x-axis. Okay. And therefore, if we draw AC perpendicular to x-axis, C is a foot of perpendicular on x-axis, therefore its coordinates will be x1, 0. Similarly, as BD is a perpendicular to x-axis, coordinates of D will be x2, 0. PQ perpendicular to x-axis, therefore its coordinates will be x0. Okay. Now, here you may note CQ is the distance between C and Q on x-axis, and we know that distance between any 2 points on x-axis is difference between their x coordinates. Therefore, distance CQ will be x minus x1. Similarly, distance QD will be x2 minus x. Okay. Now let's mention these things. Therefore, C is x1, 0. D is x2, 0. Q is x0. Then CQ equals difference between their x coordinates, that is x minus x1. Similarly, QD equals x2 minus x. Now, from figure AC perpendicular to x-axis, PQ perpendicular to x-axis, BD perpendicular to x-axis, means these are the segments perpendicular to same line, and we know that lines perpendicular to same line are parallel to each other. Therefore, we may write here from figure AC is parallel to PQ is parallel to BD. Since perpendicular to same line are parallel to each other. Okay, and APB and CQD are transversals. And therefore, CQ upon QD equals AP upon PB. Since property of intercepts made by three parallel lines. Okay. Now we know distance between CQ is x minus x1. Therefore, x minus x1 upon QD is x2 minus x equals AP is to PB, already given as m is to n. That's why let's write there m upon n, and therefore on cross multiplication n into x minus x1 equals m into x2 minus x. On simplification, therefore n will be multiplied with each and every bracketed term. It gives nx minus nx1 is equals m will be multiplied with x2 as well as minus x, means it will give mx2 minus mx. Now let's transfer that minus mx from right to left side and minus nx1 from left to right. Therefore, we get nx plus mx equals mx2 plus nx1. Okay, and if we arrange them in alphabetical order, we may write therefore mx plus nx equals mx2 plus nx1. Therefore, from left side we may take out x common. Taking x common in bracket, m plus n is equals mx2 plus nx1, and therefore x equals mx2 plus nx1. Multiply m plus n of x from left, it will become divisor of right side, means mx2 plus nx1 upon m plus n. Let's call it as equation first. Okay. Similarly, by drawing perpendiculars from A, P, B on y-axis, we can prove that y equals my2 plus ny1 upon m plus n. Equation second. Okay, and therefore from one end to x comma y is mx2 plus nx1 upon m plus n, my2 plus ny1 upon m plus n. That is pxy is mx2 plus nx1 upon m plus n, my2 plus ny1 upon m plus n. Okay. Now let me explain how y equals my2 plus ny1 upon m plus n. Okay. As here we have drawn AC perpendicular to x-axis, BD perpendicular to x-axis, PQ perpendicular to x-axis. Similarly, if you draw AE perpendicular to y-axis, BF perpendicular to y-axis, and PR perpendicular to y-axis. Coordinates of E will be 0, y1. Coordinate of F will be 0, y2. And coordinate of R will be 0, y. Okay. Because these are the foot of perpendiculars on y-axis, therefore their x coordinates are 0. Distance ER is the difference between their y coordinates, means y minus y1. Similarly, distance RF will be y2 minus y. Okay, and just like CQ upon QD equals AP upon PB, we can write ER upon RF equals AP upon PB. Okay, substituting x minus x1 upon x2 minus x equal to m upon n, by substituting y minus y1 upon y2 minus y equals m upon n, we get a result y equals my2 plus ny1 upon m plus n. Thus we have pxy is mx2 plus nx1 upon m plus n, my2 plus ny1 upon m plus n. Thank you.